Semiramis, personality wise, 5-star Medea with a lot more poisoning going on. Obviously that's a joke, but their MMO in a Grail War would probably be pretty much the same, just bunker down and then just like kill off the competition through like overwhelming power. And because Semiramis is not only a caster but an assassin, she does it easier because she can just like poison the water supply and like she could just kill off all the masters, especially like Shiro, because she would just have to do like an odorless, tasteless poison that like wouldn't get burned away through cooking, and then she just she kills off Saber and Shiro like very, very easily, since the hungry lion requires sustenance constantly, where hunger is the enemy. Yeah, and then Semiramis gets her revenge off Mordred for killing her father. That is actually a situation I want to see. Like, not because I want Shiro and Artoria to get Nyx, but just like Semiramis like bringing that up, like, haha, I killed your father and I didn't even break a sweat. I feel like that is something she would do just to trigger Mordred. Anyway, let's talk about her. First off, she is very hot. I am very into her design, very much so. Honestly, all of Semiramis does it for me, all of it. Base attack a little low, but not as low as the casters we were seeing last week when I was doing the tier list. HP high-ish, not the highest, but it's high-ish. She like, based on her kit, she honestly doesn't need to, as long as she's looping, which is the issue. Kono Otosuku, if you didn't know, is the Apocrypha artist. Like, literally everyone from Apocrypha that got introduced to the game after the Apocrypha came out, anime came out, is drawn by this person. That's why Atalanta looks different in like archer form compared to the Berserker form, because Berserker is actually drawn by Otosugu. Star weight, star gen, these are assassin numbers. MP charge 0.39%. She's an assassin. She is supposed to be genning stars. She cannot gen stars with a triple arts deck. You need supports to help her do it, which luckily we have Vich, so Vich can force the stars. But her deck overall looks really, really good. Like, this number makes sense, kinda. No, it does make sense, because if she had 5 hits on the arts, she'd be at like 0.33 like Gil or Tamamo. Like, hit count across the board is good. But she is a buster servant that cannot do a brave buster chain, so her damage by default is limited. First skill is a 30% battery, and not only that, reduces all enemies debuff resistance for 1 turn, 50%. This is so servants that have goddess core, they're not avoiding her debuffs, which is good. AoE, especially with her 3rd skill. It is very good that she has this. Otherwise, her damage would be very poo-poo stinky, as a ZTL would say. Second skill increases MP gen 40%, and then gives you full class advantage against casters. So Semiramis does type neutral against assassins. She gets full class advantage against riders, and she does type neutral against casters. So for mixed cavalry nodes, she's okay at it. You would be better using an alter ego, but she can do it if you're buster farming. So if your damage is high enough, you can clear it, and you don't have to worry about having to deal with like extra carding, just because you're not dealing with class disadvantage. Third skill Only activated when there are 8 or more stars. We've seen skills like this before. Kukuklin. But you use 8 stars, inflicts poison, and then a 50% buster res down for 3 turns. This is ridiculously high. Like, you don't see like debuff res like this. Like 50% for 3 turns is a lot. That's the equivalent to like a mana burst, like for how much that influences damage. So in a boss fight, like, this is amazing. Like, this helps. Like, it doesn't matter if, and that's the thing, it doesn't matter if Semiramis damage is like shit. This is a debuff that applies to the enemy. So if you want to just use Semiramis as an esport unit and then plug Suitor out, or just have her die, you can do that and have, like, say Ibuki or any other servant, Kukuklin, like, you could have like doing even massively more damage. Yeah, like this. So here's the thing though, the poison part, I really wish they did more with this. So I'm hoping they give her a buff, because they're not going to buff her MP. No, I'll talk about potential buffs later. Passive skills, 6.5% star gen, territory creation EX for 12% arts buff, debuff success rate 6%, divinity. If you want to do good damage buster farming, you want mana loading. I am a Pepega and chose this. Now I regret it, but I also did that when I did not understand what buster farming actually was. Yeah, so that's my mistake. I would need her high bond level, or just, yeah, no, I would need her like bond 14 MP1 for a 5-star to be able to like fix my mistake. I'm not doing that. No. I'd have better luck getting her MP2 than I would that. So don't be like me, get mana loading. Otherwise you have to use K-scope for your buster farming, like MOB K-scope. Or I mean, I guess you can use, yeah, I guess you can use a normal K-scope, but you're just using this turn 1. All right. Buffed MP. Damages all enemies, increases party's defense by 20% for 3 turns. Buff removal resistance up by 100% for 1 turn, and then MP damage up 10%. Like this, the base is low, but the scaling is pretty nice. Like the overcharge actually does play a big role in how much damage she can do. Bond CE, buster, and MP damage while she's on the field, which she does need these. She is absolutely not a must summon at this current point. I really think she needs to be able to double down on the poison niche, because her damage with abundancy is lower than Koyanskaya with abundancy. Like, granted, you need Reigns, or not even Reigns, like just any other 50% starting charge servant. Yeah, just someone that can give her 30 at the start and then like more later, and she's doing like easily more damage. Like, Rhinus is chosen here because her attack buff is like higher than other servants, which scales very well with Koyanskaya and Oberon because they don't give attack buffs. But Vitch has way more support options, while Semiramis, you need Vitch, you need Oberon. Granted, you still need Vitch and Oberon, but you need them anyway for any other type of buster farming. Like here, you just need another support. You need your Vitch, you need the Oberon, and then you need another support. Well, here you need Vich, Oberon, and a DPS servant. So it's more, if you just get Vich, you don't need Semiramis, because you need Vich for a lot of things. You don't need Semiramis for much. So if they can maybe buff this skill, give her poison damage mod. Like, Robin is like the only servant in the game that actually has poison damage mod when it should be way more common. Like, why is it that Robin Hood has it over the first person to poison? Like, that is her title. She is basically the person that invented poisoning people. Why is it that like she just does a baby poison and that's it? Why are there other servants that do poison better than her, when like her CE is literally creating a drink that would she's that immune to poison that she could drink that shit like it's Kool-Aid. I don't know. I don't know why, like, especially for how popular she was, because Apocrypha, she wasn't that bad of a person. Like, honestly, she was playing the game as a servant would, as an assassin would, as a caster normally would in a Grail War. They tend to be the most morally ambiguous. Is it even confirmed if she was killing the other masters or just poison them for mind control? Because even that is tame for like a caster. Like, if it was Medea, she would have just stolen the command seals and that would have been it. And they like, I mean, yeah, the other servants would have known like immediately. No. I think it is Karna. Like, wait, I think Karna only fought like after he confirmed his original master was okay. That part of Apocrypha always iffy for me. I need to go rewatch it later. Anyway, yeah. So Semiramis, she has potential if she gets a buff, because like if she does get poison damage mod against poison enemies, that might not seem that much like for buster farming, but where is it? Yeah, like she doesn't have any attack buff. Her only offensive buff is her overcharge, and I guess the debuff res. And her damage is still this high. Like, compare that to Summer. Okay, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but compare this to Summer. Oh, actually, Summer Abigail's damage is okay. No, they're around the same, which is like proving the point. Okay, actually, oh my god, talk about not proof. She still hits harder than Summer Abigail against riders or against riders. Like, this is type neutral damage. So if you convert that to, and this is only for one enemy, while Semiramis is for all of them. So that isn't, she's comparable to Summer Abigail. That's not the best thing. That really isn't a compliment if you're being compared to Summer Abigail. Especially when Summer Abigail is having her... okay, wait, go back to Semiramis. I'm pretty sure her super scope damage would actually be better too. Anyway, I don't want to beat a dead horse. Everyone knows that Summer Abby has her issues. She has high damage on one enemy, and that's it. She is lacking in other places. That's the TLDR. Semiramis, if she gets a damage mod, sure, damage is gonna explode. It's not gonna be that much, but it's gonna be significantly better than what it is right now. But you should not be summoning for a servant hoping it gets a potential buff. You should be informed. That's enough of my ranting. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. If you enjoyed this video, consider dropping a like or a sub. And if you're feeling really generous, give me some feedback on the video in the comment section. I am very much looking to improve in the coming months as the channel continues to grow. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.